What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cardboard Capital. Today, we're going to be talking about something that not a lot of Pokemon investing channels talk about, and that is fees. So, channels, I'm not going to name anyone, but almost all of the big popular Pokemon investing channels, they will talk about fees a little bit, but a lot of the time, people will just be like, yeah, buy this card. They'll show the TCG player price. And to be honest, guys, if you're going to just buy cards from TCG player, you're going to have to pay full market price. You're going to have to pay tax. And then when you sell, you're going to have to pay fees and shipping. So right now, I think we have to talk about fees. And to be honest, what is your exit plan, right? Because most people don't have access to like their own website and whatever, and they are going to have to use TCG Player and eBay, which is all right, but you have to keep in mind that eBay fees, TCG Player fees are around 13%, and that is huge. That takes away hundreds of dollars. If you've got $1,000, that's gonna take off more than $100. So to be honest, it's just you have to be really, really mindful of when you are selling. You can't just buy something, right, and then flip it right away. If it's not like, you know, if you just buy at market price, you can't just flip, even if it rises like 10%. A 10% rise in the stock market is amazing, but in Pokemon, you need things to rise more. And the good thing is, things in Pokemon, they do rise more than 10%. But not only do you need to pay the fees, but you also need to pay shipping. So it just makes it a little bit harder for selling Pokemon products. What you can do to minimize these fees is things like Facebook Marketplace, which I've tried. And to be honest, I really don't recommend it. I don't think it's worth it because Facebook Marketplace, you want to know what happens? People lowball you every single time, and it's impossible to just get the full market value on Facebook Marketplace. You're pretty much paying those fees that you'd pay on TCG Player or eBay through the lowball offers. Almost no one wants to buy your products at full price, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. And to be honest, it's just a big hassle to coordinate with people, respond to messages all the time, and to like meet up with people. It's really not worth it to me. Maybe it's worth it to you, but I don't know. To be honest, I think TCG Player and eBay are very good. I've heard about some consignment services that would be worth it if you have um, more expensive products. But for me, most of my products are not that expensive, so I'm just gonna stick to TCG Player and eBay for now. To be honest, guys, I think the fees are a big part of what people don't talk about. People always talk about like what to buy, what like things are looking hot right now. To be honest, guys, you got to be looking long term because of these fees. These fees will eat you. What the Never mind. Okay, chill. If you're gonna be selling low value cards and boxes, the shipping is really gonna eat into your margins, right? That's why I would recommend buying cases of stuff. Even though it's more expensive, it's harder to like diversify your like products if you buy cases. It just is going to be so much better for just selling it. It's so much easier. You just have to sell one thing. You're going to pay less shipping than like if you bought 6 boxes and sold them all. You have to pay shipping for each box, and it's just a lot easier to buy cases. I know maybe you don't have enough money, that's okay. But for me, I always try and save up for like a case of everything that I have, right? For me, I've got a few cases of stuff, and the case premiums as well. They're definitely a thing. So if you can try and find a case for a good price, a lot of the time they are going to have a premium over just the loose boxes. That's about all I have to say today. Thank you so much for listening. Totally just go ahead, subscribe.